What's up, Irish Whip fans? TIW Mafia. I'm JP. Here with Big Joe. We got a couple of special guests tonight. These are guys that for a while I was a fan of. And then one of them I wanted to talk a little bit. And one of them is like one of the nicest people in podcasting today. And that's my man Blackheart, the boss Don, a.k.a. the Irish Whipper. He is legit probably one of the nicest people in podcasting. Period. And then there's the man, little gimmick infringement going on. That's not Yeti, guys. That's not the Yeti y'all are used to here. This is Cyb3rY3ti. What's going on? And I'll use the term gentleman.
Well, I like what you said at the beginning when you said special guest, because trust me, they're special.
I hope you don't mean no special needs, because I'll really come over there and slap the living daylights out of you, bro. I'm trying to spare you tonight. My beat is seeming you're seeing we three Southie heads, we cool. But it's you two on that same screen, top and the bottom. This is all about y'all tonight. This is all about y'all tonight.
Joe and Cyb3rY3ti went head to head for your belt for the you guys do a prediction show for the pay-per-views. And there was some trash talking, and there's been a little beef ever since. I've been on your show, and I won't lie, like your show, I felt like you guys tried to throw a few jabs at me, but it was like stick and move. You jab me, and then you hit behind Uncle Fats, the big dude, the big man on campus, Cyb3rY3ti. Like, I think that's what you did. Like, you had security with you. I don't bring security. I am security.
I mean, it ain't that hard to get to Big Joe then because of your security. Damn, all I got to do is just push you the opposite direction, or else hand you something to eat, and you'll be like, oh, I'm good.
I can eat and secure. I can eat and secure shit. I'm top flight security. Top flight of the world, Craig.
Top flight of the world, Craig.
Man. Damn it, that's top flight security of the world, man. I think we're in a hell of a lot of trouble. Holy shit.
So these guys, and y'all know Blackheart. Blackheart's been on our show a few times, including last week, spur of the moment. It's just how he is. They got off the top ropes, plural, because there's more than one top rope, I guess. The name always confuses me. I always get it wrong, so I gotta do that to correct myself.
That's that old man brain right there.
But off the top ropes, OTTR, Blackheart. I think Blackheart podcasts about 9 days a week. But you guys are coming into season 5.
Season 1, but now we have more of a formula. We're now once a week on Sundays.
Is it true that the Cyb3rY3ti's coming out with a new segment? Thoughts from the throne, like a King in the Ring thing, but he talks about it when he's on the shitter.
Oh damn! Well, he does have. Well, he did start a Underboss's hot takes where he will talk about some of the highest topics of that week in professional wrestling and stuff like that.
Yes, I did start that. The only thing is that I am actually I just finished up my master's degree not too long ago.
Congratulations!
And well, thank you. And I'm also
Are you a fisherman?
No, I am not a fisherman. I
thought you might have been a masturbator.
Oh, hey, dude. Hey, you know what? You're trying to hit with them haymakers, and this is all you're doing.
Yeah, but you fell for that, though. That's all that counts. You fell for it.
Please. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot more than that to try to get me. I can tell you that right now.
Listen, I'm going to say this right now because you're going to hear us through this whole hour take some personal shots at each other.
Yes.
It's mostly love, guys.
It really is. It really is.
It's all in fun.
So don't think just because I may see one of them on Saturday at the UFO show that I'm not gonna knock his teeth out in person too and let you guys know that it's real.
It's not hard.
Y'all gonna take this too seriously.
I'll leave him at home.
It's not hard. It's not hard to be
walking around with.
Listen, man, I would be pushing your ass down Old Colony Ave, and then we'll go right into D Street. I'm like, no, let's take a nice little tour. Let's get a nice little tour to my old neighborhood. Let's go.
That's Joe's old, but this is the thing. That's Joe's old neighborhood too.
You know what I'm saying? So we can be like, hey man, let's go down memory lane for a second. Let's go.
You gotta realize this and
push your ass in the fucking wheelchair.
Okay.
Rolling down the street.
This is what's gonna happen on Saturday when you show up. You're gonna look at me, and then you're gonna look down, and you're gonna see my 175-pound dog.
No, I will admit
And?
that is a nice looking dog, though. That is a
That's a
nice
pretty
looking
boy.
dog.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a pretty dog, but still, you
He's
think I'm
gonna
not going to
lick
punch
your
the dog in the face?
No, he's gonna lick your face clean.
Listen, man. I'll commit animal abuse right in front of people.
Oh no. See, that it's more than abuse because he's got that service dog
He
vest
said
on.
right in front of people.
Man, yo, like you better get this dog off me. If it is,
Dude, I'll knock you down and he'll splash. He'll come off the
how
top
can you
rope.
knock me down? I'm heavier than you.
No, you ain't.
Dude, you're like 110
Okay,
pounds light.
everybody at OTTR except the first lady, we all big boys. There's no way Big Joe with his 120 dripping
Big
wet
J
is
would
gonna
never
knock
get something on
anybody
me,
down.
but Joe, nah.
No, Joe. So just so you guys know, like I'm 6'8". Joe's 6'6".
6'4".
Joe's not small.
I'm not
Oh,
small.
okay.
Hey, sorry.
Well,
But
only one
where
thing
you
small
guys
about
had
me.
me, like I thought I was the biggest podcaster in pro wrestling.
There's only
But
one
you
thing
guys
small
actually
about
have
me.
me beat with Uncle Fats, man. Uncle Fats is I'm a
He's a
size
big
50.
dude.
No,
My
Yeah,
whole
man,
thing-
he's a big dude.
He counts as 2 podcasters.
My whole thing last
Uncle
time was I was
Fats
going to
is
show
the
you
one
guys
that
my
you want
size
to know.
15 boot, and that dude lost to my size 15 boot.
Oh my
Now,
god.
you know what, though? I'd love to get all of us together. I mean, we may have to go down to Texas to make it happen for WrestleMania, but I'd love to see all of us, both shows combined, walk into a buffet.
Oh dear God.
Oh,
They would shut the shit down.
they would look,
before
they
we
would look
even-
at us like cash cows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, we're about to make
We're gonna
so
charge you
much money
double.
off these guys.
charging them double.
Now,
Give us some
is
free
it
drinks
true?
on top of that shit. Just they'll say just because we here spitting bad bread.
Well, if we can hook up with one of the
They-
workers,
they're
we go
gonna
down there,
say-
maybe we get some credit down there, and they can get us into a good buffet. You know, with
They're
that
gonna
barbecue.
say-
pull out the
They're
good
going to
food.
say, we're going to walk in the buffet, and the buffet is going to say, we closed.
Like, oh no, we closed.
Right now,
Uncle
you
Fats
know,
walks in, they'll
business
say it's
now?
Godzilla.
Ah.
See, JB, I know you can tell. Black Cat, you know this as well as I do. Being
What?
from Southie, the first thing you do when you hear buffet, you think it's Chinese food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go to one of those Texas buffets where they get like a rib the size of my forearm.
There are quite a few of those down here,
Yeah.
man. I'm
We
telling
hit-
you.
Man,
We hit one
And-
last time we were down there.
the
Oh, they're
full
so good,
racks,
dude.
the full fucking racks,
Mhm.
man.
I swear, gain 40 pounds and you're breathing so hard you don't think you're gonna make it back to your car. Oh my god.
Constipated on the toilet for hours.
When JP
Pushing
and I
out
were
meat.
down there for WrestleMania 25,
Uh-huh.
the guy we with Rockstar Robbie, he was running out of Booker T's promotion.
Mhm.
And he's like, we got off the plane. He's like, let's go. He picked us up.
Yeah,
We're going right
first
to a
thing.
barbecue joint. We put damage on that place. Like,
First thing you
like
did.
they had to reinforce the walls and shit.
Wow.
Okay,
Oh.
first
Shake
things
my head.
first. Big J, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you this question again. I asked you on the After Dark, but I'm gonna ask you again.
Uh-oh.
Did you put any consideration into putting out a help wanted ad for this man right here? Because you're not gonna be able to find him once I'm done with him. And I know I'm a little bit different right now. I'm a little on the downside just because as soon as I came in here before we started recording, man, everything was. So y'all messed up my hype. Y'all messed up my hype a little bit, but that's all right. It'll come back. But what I'm saying, this dude ain't this.
Yeah, but
Yo,
y'all lowball my man like that, man. Like I didn't lie. I'm like, y'all could have done a little bit more effort in your little promo, but whatever.
I know, right?
But whatever. But I'm like, whatever. I'm just like, the work tells it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
Wait.
talk about it right up in the text message. We're just gonna come in and
Just
show you guys what the fuck that we
just
are.
look at Twitter
who
for
we are.
crying out loud for the past couple days.
Yo, I just
Dude.
want to say, we're 15 minutes into the show. You guys haven't said an intelligent thing yet.
Excuse me? What's so intelligent
What?
about your theory and process?
Yeah,
Everything
I
say
want
is
to hear
intelligent.
this. Okay, so what is it that you're saying that's so intelligent here?
I know, but you keep moving that mic like it's a dick in front of your face.
Hey.
So-
Hey, if you think that's intelligent, then that's just a higbilly intelligence.
I'm
mode.
about to say, man, that's very low IQ,
If
man.
only
I
he
think
can come up
Mike
with
might have a
insult
little
and
more
not
intelligence than
actual-
that.
and I actually create some actual facts for
Well,
once.
you know what?
Hold
What's
on,
gonna
can I make a quick announcement while we're in
Sure.
the middle of all this and break it up
What's
a little bit? So you guys know, once in a while we give away figures here.
Mhm.
Yes.
Not giving one away this week, but I did just lock one down for January or February, and it's a limited edition, 1 of 100. Retro Anthony Green, aka August Gray figure. That only 100 of these figures are being made, and one of those will be getting. I literally talked to Anthony on my way home from work today, and one of those will be given away. This is a figure that if you wanted to buy it off of Anthony, if there's any left already, and he just announced it, it's going to cost you at least $50. And we're going to give that away.
Ooh, that's very cool. That's very cool. And since you made that announcement, I'm also going to say a little something here. Big Joe, Christmas is going to be coming a little late for you this year, man.
How so?
I am officially going to be sending you a care package for a little late Christmas present.
I'm kind of afraid of what's going to be in there.
You should be very afraid what's going to be in this package. You are going to be like, damn it, why did I even agree to get this sent to me? Damn. No. Oh, wait, you didn't have to agree. You didn't have to agree because I figured it out on my own and I'm making it happen.
I'll make you this deal now.
What's up?
When it comes, I'm not going to open it until it's live on air.
That was the stipulation because
that's all he wants.
I will tell you this. I talked to Big J in a separate bubble.
Right under the school bus, huh?
Hey,
you gonna back that bus up over me?
Right.
You could put it in reverse, and I was like, beep, beep. All right, run you over, motherfucker. Let's go.
I looked you up on Yellow Pages, Joe, when you found your address.
I just want to put a couple rules out for it. So that's why you need my address, you motherfucker.
Yes.
I thought it was for your mother sending a Christmas card, but I just get a couple rules for this. I don't know what's in it. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I've got animals, cats, and dogs in the house.
Okay.
It's anything that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. I understand. Because I kind of did a little research. I kind of made sure that I wasn't gonna send something that was gonna be harmful to anybody that I didn't want to harm.
Oh, so it's gonna be one of those shits that open up and explode on me, huh?
No, because then you'd have to clean it up, or else the dogs are gonna eat it. So hell no. But yeah, you're gonna have a very special gift coming from Cyb3rY3ti and the good side of the family, OTTR.
Thumbs up.
And you're gonna love it. You are gonna
take this shit to a friend of mine and have him X-ray the box.
So, I'll say this, Joe.
Yes.
Your ex-wife years ago gave me a gift. I still have that gift. You definitely knew what it was, and you were definitely a part of it. It went in your pocket. That could probably get sent down to Texas. I don't know how that would.
Oh Jesus!
I'm drawing a blank.
This guy, he's trying to come back already with a care package of his own already.
Oh, but we gotta send something down there, yeah.
You re-gifters. You just re-gift other people's
you
gifts.
Bunch of assholes.
Well, no, this would be a hysterical gift to re-gift, though.
If it's hilarious, I'm all for it. I will open it on a wrestling recap show just so y'all could see it because that would be the funniest
as long as it's not like a glitter bomb and that shit there.
No. I don't play that.
Yeah, that's some shit that I probably would have done.
That's cruel and unusual.
What? No. How's that cruel and unusual,
dude? 7 years ago, my daughter dropped a bottle of glitter in her bedroom. I've moved 6 times since then.
You're still finding glitter.
It's still in my house.
Wow.
And if I mail something down there somehow, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna put glitter. There might be a little one piece stuck to it. Every now and then, a piece shows up on my face or on the mirror and shit. It's freaky.
I get a nice discount on shipping through my work too. So,
here we go. Ooh. Well, boys, that's what you're gonna have to look forward to, Big Joe. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be straight from the OTTR family.
I just got one question for JP. Does he have to use it on air?
I never did. So,
I don't know.
Blackheart, if you give them my address, I am going to fly to Boston and I'm going to kick your ass.
Well, if I get a package,
listen, man, they better ask you for that address and say what they and ask him. Right. So what I can do? So you only ask for another man's address, but yet somehow if they would have came to me.
So Blackheart,
I'm not supposed to say no.
I'm just
right.
Blackheart,
but Blackheart on that, you gave it to me the other day.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So you're gonna, but
bro,
now
you better hope and pray. You better hope and pray. I don't see you on Saturday because I will be right in front of Pat.
But now
this motherfucker, right?
Cyber. Look at me.
What's up?
Know me better than that. You know me motherfucking better than that.
But
man.
instead of shipping it down now, since Cyb3rY3ti's gonna come up to smack you, I'll just give it to him when he's here.
Oh my! God.
I just want to say this,
Robbie, man, you don't even know me, man.
Oh
no! He tried to throw me under the bus.
I get this.
Yeah, Rob.
All right, come on, Big Joe. What's up?
If it doesn't come with the return address, I don't open it.
Yeah, that's an RTS. Return to sender
it might
coming
be
right back to him.
That is dirty. Dang it! I can't use a PO box.
Okay.
So
all right, yeah, it's gonna have a return address.
Bobby D and Laurie will see you Saturday, the 18th at the Ironworkers Union Hall in South Boston for UFO Wrestling at 5 p.m. Doors
I should
open.
be there. As of right now, I'm going to be there.
I can't make it. I have a prior engagement. I have a family
you'll
Christmas
see me,
thing.
You'll see E Dukes. You'll see Mav. You'll see a couple of associates of mine there.
E Dukes,
yeah,
and
man,
Mav.
we'll be in the building.
Where's Uncle Fats from? Texas too?
No, he's not from Texas.
No, I'm the only person from Texas.
No, actually, excuse me. He's from Atlanta, and then he moved up here when he was.
No, but I mean, right now he's local.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Should bring him. Get him in the ring.
Okay.
Hey, listen, man. We talked about that too. We talked about that a long time ago. We was like, "Yo, bro, come on, let's do this. Like, let's get in the ring. Like, why don't we just train? Like, why not? Let's go." And they would like someone like you. Oh yeah. I was trying to convince him. I was trying to be the little buggy. He was like, "Yeah, I want to, but right now, I just can't."
No. Also, since we're talking about indie shows, I actually had an indie show kind of a notification fall in my lap, and I'm actually kind of excited about this one. River City Wrestling, which is located in San Antonio. It's about 45 minutes from where I'm at. Their main event, man, even Blackheart was like, "Oh, damn, that's actually going to be a good show." It's going to be Moose. Moose is going to be headlining, and then one part of the 6-man ROH Tag Team Champions. Yep, Khan.
Nice.
That's the main event, and
oh my god, yes!
And already multiple people from AEW are slated to be there too. So awesome. I'm freaking hyped and excited about that. I already bought my tickets, and it's in February. I've already bought my tickets.
So I know you're down in Texas, so you're probably a football fan, right?
Oh, good Lord, here we go.
Are you a fan of America's team?
America's team could go suck me sideways for that bullshit.
So you're a fan of the Texans?
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately.
So Moose has. Did you know this? Moose has a Super Bowl ring.
Really?
The New England Patriots.
Oh hell!
I was gonna call. I always call New England Patriots America's real team because what's Dallas?
Dallas isn't shit.
Dallas ain't been shit since Emmitt Smith left.
Yes,
they haven't been shit since freaking Jimmy Johnson. What are you talking about?
I think Moose was with the Pats in 2004.
Was it?
Really?
Was it 2003 and 2004? I thought it was both.
I don't know. They get so many rings it doesn't mean.
Yeah. I know 2004 they got that. I remember 2004 they had the ring. They got the ring 2001, 2004, 2007. But he was there for
2001, 03, 04.
Oh, it was okay. And he played under Belichick, man. We had him on the show for about 15 minutes one time, and I was trying to interview him about pro wrestling, and he wasn't having it. So I was like, "Hey, can we talk about you playing for Bill Belichick?" And he was like, "Hell yeah!" And he got all excited, and that's how the 15 minutes went. These guys get sick of talking about the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? They talk about the same matches, and so when you show a little interest when you show a little interest in something else, they enjoy that.
I'm more interested in talking about like, "Hey, I heard you did this Make a Wish for a kid." That's what I want to talk about.
Right. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of that.
Or Or what's life at home like when you're not working and shit like that?
Right.
So like, what do you do on your downtime? What do you try to do to try to get your mind, body, and spirit right before you got to go back out again? It's all about not what you do in the ring, but even the shit before that and afterwards takes its effect too. It's all for it's all
and that's the thing
circle.
Everyone knows that wrestlers do body slams. Every wrestlers do jumping off the top rope. But like, do you load the dishwasher or do you empty it?
Like I was just talking
to wash your dishes, shit, or did your wife do them?
Yeah.
What do you do?
That's and Anthony stayed down in Florida. He could have easily moved back up here. He's still making a full-time career pro wrestling. Like that's interesting to me. You know what I mean? Like he won't do a podcast because he still wants to go to one of the big leagues. He doesn't want to burn anyone right now, and he doesn't want to be seen talking too much. So
yeah, because look what's happened to some of the wrestlers that have opened up, and they've hurt themselves already. Yeah, Ric Flair is infamous for doing that to himself. He will open up, he'll start saying too much, and then of course he gets out. The whole Dark Side of the Ring situation with him, with the plane ride from hell that that came out, and then it hurt him even more. WWE separated themselves from that. So I mean, it's just people are more cautious now.
Yes. Yeah. Cancel culture is real.
Do these guys know where we met?
It is real.
I think so. Like we've known Anthony since Anthony started doing shows, like setting up rings with us when he was like 12 years old, and that's because he was from up this way. And he did his thing. He only had one thing on his mind the whole time since he was 12 years old, and that was WWE.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And he got to make it early. He got to do that for a year. So that was part of what we talked about today for a few minutes. Like you got to live. I think
he'll be back.
Yeah, but even if he's not, he already did something for a year. Most people don't get to do for 10 seconds.
Yep.
Hey, so let me ask y'all a quick question then. And this is about TC. And you know who I'm talking about. Do you think he's leaving NXT soon?
No. I don't think he wants to.
I also think that they're putting a hold on anybody leaving right now.
Well, I believe they wanted to bring him up to main roster, and he said no.
He said no multiple times.
He likes that like Tommaso's another one that came up in this area. He came up in New England. So I've seen Tommaso at a lot of shows. I don't know Tommaso. Tommaso wouldn't know my name if you said it to him. But Tommaso likes being the guy that built the company. NXT is very much the house that Tommaso built. And seeing him and Gargano at War Games kind of hand the ball down to hand the torch to Carmelo Hayes. That was something special.
He's on the release, so he got to wait the 90 days, Rob. So
right, yeah, he WWE contract. So that's it. You know what I learned
that will be to like March at some point.
So when Oney Lorcan got released with a bunch of NXT guys, and all the NXT guys within 30 days were able to start showing up on TV. Because Oney's contract was 205 Live, he had to wait the 90 days. So 205 Live.
That's weird for 205 Live to be like that and not be like NXT. That is weird.
Yeah, 205 Live.
They're even a developmental show or like anything like that. It's just designated for the cruiserweights.
But
they barely get no time.
That's a main roster contract.
Wow.
That might have gone into effect when there was at one point where they were featuring the cruiserweights on Raw for about anywhere from like a 5 to 7 minute match. And they probably adjusted their contracts when that happened. They were like, okay, instead of the 30 days, boom, you're getting hit with 90. And they didn't go back and change it when they went back down.
Right. We're putting you on main roster television programming. And
guarantee they moved the money when they went back down.
And he's another one that like you watch he's got his YouTube and stuff going. And you watch that and he's out playing, like he's been making a living since he's been released playing poker and doing YouTube. Nothing wrong with that.
Anything you can do to make the money while you're having to sit.
Use your head.
Yep. And his father, you should look it up, Cyb3rY3ti, because his dad actually, I know Texas is a huge place and I don't know what part of Texas it's in. I think it's probably up in the Houston area because I think that's where he lived for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But his father has some sort of dog rescue down there that he runs that Oni's always Biff. I call him Biff because that's what he was.
Yeah.
But that's Biff talks about that a lot on his on the YouTube channel.
Oh, I definitely want to look that up. Also, too, going back to what we were talking about a few minutes ago about like what these wrestlers do outside of wrestling itself. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen like some of the All Elite wrestlers, like Thunder Rosa, Sammy Guevara, and a couple other these people. They've actually been going out and like doing stuff for like first responder organizations.
Oh, cool.
And like firefighters, police officers, they've been going and doing appearances and doing different activities and appearances. And I mean, they've been raising a lot of money for them. I mean, Thunder Rosa's pushing it all the time. She just wrestled with her son in a mixed tag team match, I think about a week ago here in Texas.
How old is her son?
Her son, I think, just turned 18. He's going to get ready to graduate high school this year.
Right.
Nice.
Wow.
So he's getting the rub from his mom. So I could easily see him popping up on a dark or an elevation here in the next year or two. Because I saw highlights from that match. He looked really good for someone his age.
And that's her promotion down there in Texas, right?
Yes, it is her promotion. She is more in the Valley area, heading down toward the border. That's like 4 or 5 hours away from me. I'm Houston, San Antonio, and Austin are the 3 closest places to me that I can do within like 2-3 hour drive. But anything past that, I'm looking at like 5-6 hours. I'm going to eventually do that, but right now I'm just keeping close to home right now.
It's funny because from Massachusetts, if we drive 5 or 6 hours, we just cross through 3 states.
I know it's hell trying to get out of Texas when you're driving.
No, within 3 hours, a little over 2 hours, we can go from Boston through Rhode Island, through Connecticut into New York.
Jesus Christ, man! That's what we call a short drive.
It's like the tail.
Yeah,
of New York.
5 or 6 hours. I'm in Philly,
just right by the border.
Yeah. I think it took me 6 hours to drive down to Philly.
Well, what else? Oh, so. What do you guys feel on this? And I don't want to give this guy more than like 5 or 10 minutes because I think the shit that happened is one way or the other, it's bogus. Like it's either somebody just trying to do something to get some hype, or it's someone that really went too far and should be in jail. And I'm talking about Hannibal. I believe it's the same Hannibal from Hannibal TV that does the shitty shoot interviews. That stabbed the ref in the head, causing the ref to get several staples. My personal feelings after watching it and realizing it was Hannibal is I think the ref was in on it. I think the ref agreed to do it for a payday and to get Hannibal. And you look at it, and he's got the Miz talking about him. I'm talking about him right now. Now, how do you guys feel?
I'd say it was a work gone wrong.
I don't know if it's a work gone wrong.
I don't think they meant to cut his artery.
Maybe that, yeah.
I mean, looking at his scalp, I really gotta say, like, that's like aggressive assault right there with a deadly weapon right there, right there waiting to happen. If someone really would have made that phone call.
If I'm gonna when I meet Cyb3rY3ti, I'm gonna just throw a punch like this. Right? It's just gonna be quick. I'm not gonna hold my fist up in the air. He held a weapon up in the air for a second or two and then proceeded to slowly stab it in. If you were really doing that out of aggression, that would have just been boom, boom, boom. It wouldn't have been show the audience my weapon. Make sure every witness in the place sees it.
Or he could have done it like that intentionally to make it look like it was a work and to get away with it. I mean,
or something didn't work the way that he wanted to, and that's why he had to keep going. To try to get his mark, but he went too far. That's why he lost a lot of blood from one little area. All your blood in the human body is normally on your top half.
He did something a couple of years ago. He had booked something, and it got a lot of attention because people thought it was a shoot, and that was Honky Tonk Man fighting with Lanny Poffo. backstage at a wrestling show. For whatever reason, it sort of happened out of nowhere, and it went viral. Like he got a lot of views out of it, and made some money off it because of that. So this is like, it's not out of the realm of him to do, to book something, quote unquote reality, to try to get views, to try to make people think it was something special.
It makes me think, like I said, it may have started out as a work and then progressed into something like, oh shit, I didn't mean to do it that bad, but I have to keep it going.
Here's the thing now, though, is work or not. So me and Joe did security for a wrestling show in Holbrook, where we went to get a couple of wrestlers out of the ring, and this was all up to this point was set up. And it was two wrestlers that I was friends with. They go by the Hoods, Davey Cash, Cyb3rY3ti. Looked them up, great wrestlers. But they're sort of nuts. They've known me for years. And we get in the ring, and me and Joe are sort of separated, and then we're just supposed to get them out of the ring, out of the building, that type of thing. And Cyb3rY3ti picked up a chair, swung it at me, hit me, knocked me down. Well, knocked me down. But oh, yes, Bobby D, definitely. I hope she's okay, buddy.
Yes, sir.
I hope she's all right.
Yes. Prayers.
And those guys, because they swung a chair at me, who's not a trained wrestler, even though they knew me, I didn't get hurt, they lost a lot of bookings out of that. So this guy's not going to get booked again, so he's going to have to rely on his own company for bookings. And,
yeah,
you know,
I mean, it's tricky because if he done this before and he's still around to keep doing what he does, then chances are this time people is going to be split. I still believe. Honestly, to me, that's aggravated assault. I think of anything else because the referee could have died.
It's assault with a deadly weapon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Like, he could have died if no one came to his aid afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. So it's just taking it too far. And this day and age is how much is too far. You know what I'm saying? That you can get away with that. People is not gonna say, okay, now this is way too far. This is what is. This is what's gonna do it. This is
my biggest regret. The biggest regret for me about it is Cyb3rY3ti wasn't the ref.
No, if he was the ref, you would have hit him in the ass.
Damn.
See, the difference between me and you, Cyb3rY3ti, is I don't stick and then hide behind no one else. I stick and then I throw my chin out there for you. Me and you, we're different.
Wow.
This could turn out to be some Freddy versus Jason shit. Be who's gonna play who in this case? I'll come at Jason, man. I'll just start swerving at you.
Cyb3rY3ti's just gonna play with himself.
I must be Freddy because I know I'm in Cyb3rY3ti's dreams.
No, if anybody's in anything, I'm living rent free in both of y'all's heads right now because y'all had to bring my name back up as soon as his Wi-Fi got turned back on, and Mr. Big J over here made the big boss move and decided to go ahead and get a studio. That's when they were like, oh, let's go ahead and talk about the man that turned around and beat Big Joe at Crown Jewel and retained his title, so we can go ahead and get some listeners in again.
Listen, that studio is always open to you guys.
We'll be there.
Hey, you know what? You never know. Hey, maybe in a season or two, I might say, hey, guess what? Blackheart, I'm bringing myself to Boston. Let's go.
You know what? Let's pull up.
Hey,
pull up.
I would do it.
If he actually does this, wherever the fuck I'm at, you'll stay with me.
Yeah, there we go.
We gotta get. We'll get
pay for the fucking hotels or shit.
We'll get together. Yeah. We'll drink some whiskey. We'll drink some beers.
I'm drinking some Henny, man. You can keep that whiskey shit over there on that side.
Hey, I'm all about the whiskey.
I figured a Texas man would be.
I'm all about the whiskey, man. Come on, let's go.
Yo, man, we'll get that Addy.
Hey, I'm all about Jameson too.
I'll drive.
No,
Joe don't drink. He's a designated driver.
We all don't drink
here.
I don't drink, so I'll drive.
Huh. See, he's the Triple H of the group.
There we go.
Bobby D, the wrestlers would come to his aid. The owner is Hannibal. That's the thing. And the wrestlers would come to his aid because they were told to.
Okay, so
yeah, like that. See, now that's like a conflict of interest there because you as a booker, but yet you as a participant in that match, right. you should know if you writing this thing down and say, okay, this will get the crowd over. What kind of sick thought are you having? What kind of mindset are you on?
Well, it's not even about. So when you do something like that, it's not necessarily about getting over with the crowd. It's about going viral.
Okay, this is what this reminds me.
I think he's going viral in a bad way.
Yeah,
yes,
but you know what? No matter what, if he goes viral in a good way or a bad way, he's going to get paid off of YouTube hits.
But all publicity ain't bad, or all publicity ain't good publicity is some shit. But needless to say, you are right. The results will be there, and it'll be a trending topic for a couple of days.
But that's all. I won't talk about it again after this. And Joe knows me.
No, but I mean, like other people, they'll still continue talking about it. It's going to extend. You might never know. It's going to come right. It's going to come right back to you.
I mean,
people might ask you.
It was talked about on TMZ.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Once TMZ gets a hint on that footage, it's everywhere.
Okay, now. Because this is the last thing I want to say about this. This almost gives me the vibes of late 70s, early 80s indie wrestling, where the promoters, they see something that is off book and they hope that they're like, wait a minute, let's see where this goes. Let's see if this is going to be good or not. And this is what that vibe has. Almost like, back with the whole Bruiser Brody situation, what happened with him and Atlas, where that whole situation wanted to play out and spilling out outside of, the event. This could have been a similar situation. And I just feel like, I feel like it's a kayfabe situation, not a kayfabe, but it's a situation that went wrong. A work shoot. Yeah. It's a situation that went wrong. And go ahead.
What tells me that it's definitely something that went wrong, because if that wasn't scripted and they didn't know about it in the back, they would have been right out there right away.
Or that's what he wants them to believe. He probably was the only one that probably said, yo, you and I are the only one that really knows the true finish, and that's it. So maybe Jay was right that maybe that the ref had been in, because he's actually cooperating, showing off the staples in his head.
No, there's 10,000 theories, and we just hit on a
we haven't seen no come out of him, no nothing.
I don't claim to know anything at all. That's my opinion on it, and that's all that is. Is clearly, I don't know if you'd even call it an educated opinion, but just an opinion from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Now, we got a guest next week too. We have next week. This kid's out of Philadelphia. He wrestles up in the New England area for New England All-Star Wrestling. He is completely deaf. He's got a hearing aid. He'll be able to communicate with us wearing his headset. He'll be able to hear us. One of the nicest people I know in pro wrestling. Kid's incredible. He's been on AEW Dark, 5 or 6 times, and it's Spencer Slade. If you guys haven't seen him, this kid is incredible. Looks like a pro wrestler. Carries himself like a professional at the shows. Like, I was at shows his parents surprised him at and flew into Boston from Philly to watch him wrestle on the show. And at the end of the show, his father came up, introduced himself to me, and started putting away chairs with us.
Wow.
Like, no, you don't got to do this, sir. That's just how they operated. They're very, very cool, and Spencer's a great guy and a good friend, so I'm looking forward to that one. And Joe's never met him, so Joe's going to ask the questions about, like, life and getting around and communicating with people.
Well, I'm going to ask him the question everybody needs to know. Does the toilet paper go on the top or on the bottom?
That's it. And it goes on the top. If you say the bottom, that's cool. That's your opinion, but you're wrong.
Oh, here she comes.
Dang.
Yeah, but it's going to roll over from the top, not the bottom. The only time that goes in the bottom is when it's hit your bottom.
That's
okay. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I actually wanted to say something about this, about y'all's guest that you're going to have next week. Blackheart knows this. Blackheart knows about this because he knows some of my information in real life. I'm actually an educator. I actually work with special needs kids.
Awesome.
You know, anywhere from
that,
you know, the deaf, hard of hearing, Down syndrome, everything. And hearing about people who are like that, like either deaf or unable to communicate verbally, and they're able to go out and do like wrestling. I love seeing stuff like that. I love stories about that because
Zach
you know,
Allen.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is that kind of hits close to home to me because you know what? At the end of the day, I love doing this. I love talking shit to people. Big Joe, we've been having fun the past couple of days, so you know I've been loving every minute of it.
Couple of days.
Recently. Hey, recently, since he decided to bring my name back up after he realized I was still living in his head, you need to calm down.
This is just chapter 2.
But anyway, so yeah, big props to y'all, man. I'm definitely gonna watch that. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
The best part about this kid, he has no backup plan. He actually gets offended when people ask him what his backup plan is.
I mean, he's got an MBA, so
no backup plan. He's not going to do anything with that. He's going to wrestle.
He's all in.
That's awesome.
I mean, check out his Facebook. He's got the physique for it.
Yeah, he's got like 12 more abs than I do.
Yeah.
Most of us we only got one, and it's a keg.
That's it.
I got a full set of abs. I just get a protective layer of fat over it.
The keg line has been my line. Like everyone's always happy with the net 6-pack. I got a keg.
Hey, it goes just as good here, man. So, that's what my wife loves too.
I think. Can I say something?
What's up?
Like this has been all lovey-dovey this whole episode. Can we officially declare the beef dead?
Talk to these two.
Like if I think the only one throwing jabs.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. I think it is temporarily at a cease and desist right now. But I think hang on. Hear me out. Blackheart.
Cyber, swallow your pride. So whenever he gets that gift or whenever y'all two get y'all gifts, that should be the settling point.
No.
Oh no, that's gonna be that could be a startup of a third goal, man.
You know what a cease and desist? You know what him declaring a cease and desist to me says? It says to me like he's gonna run his mouth on Twitter, but the second he's in a room or a podcast with Joe there, he's gonna get real quiet again, like he did tonight.
All right. What? Let me speak on the subject since it involves me.
That's all right. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna say that the beef is there. The beef will always be there. But it's kind of with all of us. It's kind of like you get a bunch of kids hanging on the corner growing up on a school night. They ain't doing nothing but sitting there making fun of each other. And that's what we're doing.
What's funny is this
podcast talking about each other, talking shit, going back and forth. And you know it don't mean shit.
We talk about this all the time, but growing up,
your words don't mean shit, man. Come over here, come fight us. Nah, we'll save that for later.
We'll do it later.
But growing up, like Joe's friends were the older friends, were the older kids to my friends. Like they were the older kids. Like if we got into shit and someone was coming after us, we went to Joe's friends because they were all a little older than us, a little bigger than us then. And Joe was literally like my bully. He was the one that would catch me and give me the wedgie. But I wouldn't get it as bad as my other friends. You know what I mean? Like I was taken care of.
Yeah, I'd be like, Jay, if anybody says anything, I gave you a wedgie and punched you in the arm twice.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that shit.
Because we came up through the basketball leagues together and shit.
We were the only two that didn't run.
No.
He didn't run for me and I didn't chase him.
Oh man, here we go.
Look at friendship.
Look at Robert over here. Tag team U4 UFO.
If my body could do it, I would be in there in a heartbeat.
Are you paying for Cyber's plane ticket?
Hey, if someone pays for my ticket, I will go and wrestle somebody.
You can get up here for $100 on Spirit.
$100.
You're in Texas, you use Frontier.
$100 for those small ass seats.
Yeah,
I would need like 3 of them.
You wouldn't be able to fit.
I'm looking at going down to WrestleMania. I was looking at some tickets earlier. I'm looking at a round trip ticket, leaving here Friday, leaving there Monday. I'm looking at a little over $200 on American.
I was looking at $500 on JetBlue.
Yeah, but you're looking for the good seats.
Yeah. I got the room. I was taking the more room seats. Absolutely, $500.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. Well, see, I'm gonna have to figure out what I gotta do with the dog too.
Listen, if it happens at WrestleMania, I'll apologize now. Like I promise, the taste will come back to your mouth at some point after I smack it out.
Oh
man, this dude right here. First off, any type of shot you take at me, I'm gonna laugh it off, and then I'm gonna be like, "Here comes another one right at you," and he ain't gonna like it.
And I'm pretty damn sure he doesn't have no power to his slap.
Come on.
I'm gonna be like,
my little girl hits harder. It's just like a featherweight compared to me. I would have cracked my damn screen right here, right about now.
Cyb3rY3ti, I'm gonna apologize now because with Blackheart talking, I'm gonna smack you so hard in Texas. Cyb3rY3ti's gonna feel it back and salty.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So that shit would take me about like a month to fill it because it has no super effect on me.
Hey, here's the thing.
And just in case that you really want to go that far, when I do see Joe in person on Saturday, I'll just do you the favor.
Well, you see,
make him feel it.
What I think we should do is to piggyback off of what Bobby D says, the four of us in a tag match. Seeing that we all have a little bit of extra to us, we should do it sumo style.
Sumo style. Oh, shit.
Sumo. Now,
let me get some whiskey in me first, and then we can talk about it.
Oh,
you need to be fueled up just to go.
We have that instinct. Let's do it on a video game. All four of us in a tag match in a game.
Cyber, I want to talk to you like off the air at some point too about what you work with and what you do, and we'll talk about some charity stuff we can put together. Maybe
I do a lot of volunteer work up here.
Back in the day, and it's still sort of around, but we don't do much with it. We started Wrestling Autism. And,
wow.
We were selling Autism 316 shirts.
That would definitely.
I think those might have to come back, especially with WrestleMania being down in Texas. I think the Autism 316 shirts may come back for a little bit.
Yeah. I can tell you this: I could definitely make something happen with that. Is even non-wrestling fans, especially like the people I work with, they would eat that up.
Those shirts
eat that up.
What we were doing is I was going and there was a store here that was selling legit. They had the legit WWE license. They were selling the shirts dirt cheap. I was going down and buying them, and I'm driving home one day and I'm looking at the shirts I just bought, and I saw the Austin 316 shirt, and I went, "Motherfucker, that's so simple."
Yep.
And it was Autism 316, so I would love to start that back up because that's something that means something to me too.
Yeah, most definitely. We could definitely do something like that and, make something happen, dude. We can talk off air and get that going.
We good people. Deep down, we talk a lot of trash, but I think we all got solid hearts, man.
Yeah, fuck you all.
Fuck you all.
Oh, screw all y'all.
Joe's the softest heart of all.
Yeah, I do. I'm a mush. I cry watching.
Joe, I can't wait to smack you on Saturday. You better hope and pray that you have no drawn on target all over the white cheeks of yours, because I would love to get you.
You only smack me, smack the right cheek, because the left one has my wallet, and now I'm over there.
Hey, I can tell you this pocket that has the wallet on it, I'm hoping and praying that it's in, because when I do, the force will have me flying.
There's nothing in his wallet, though. So.
Yeah, it does but air and bills.
Yeah, man, Joe better wear his poly grip anyway. I don't do that much. I had to do with just one good hit. Just swat. That's it.
Bobby D said he's the ref.
No, who are we gonna have call the match?
Good question. Oh, Maverick will.
Maverick, there you go.
Yep, you'll see. I got Maverick and Dukes with me that day.
Something tells me Dukes would be pretty partial. No. I think Maverick might call it down the middle.
No, I'm gonna get Maverick the scally cap, so he's gonna be on my side.
Because the other two associates, one of them is family, and one has been like my best. One has been like one of my best friends for like.
Can you run down how your show operates? Because there's 100 of you guys.
Oh man,
can you run it down?
We are a mob. We are a mafia. That's basically the truth of this.
You're the Godfather. You're the Don.
Yes, Cyb3rY3ti's the underboss. He's second in charge.
I feel bad for anyone under him.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up, Jay. Shut up, man.
This dude is trying to take advantage of what Wi-Fi he has right now.
You the only two in your podcast, and then how you dub yourself a mob?
You know,
there's only two of y'all.
So I gave up pudding time for this.
There's a third, but the third. There is a third. The third does. Yeti. Our Yeti does some stuff
That's
behind
a
the
good
scenes
one.
still. So our number 3 still does some stuff behind the scenes still.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, we sell shirts, but
I'm
our shirts is
about-
online. Bonfire.com/store/off the top row. You'll find that in the.
I could tell you. I could tell you this.
Bars.
There's going to be some Yeti on Yeti violence if he winds up popping in here one day that I'm a guest. There's going to be some violence.
Oh, I look forward to it.
I will be like, let's go.
Because so me and Joe.
We need a commentator for Saturday then, so we'll find somebody.
me and Joe are the Boston guys. We're salty, sort of like you guys are salty guys, and then you got Cyb3rY3ti in Texas. We got Josh. We got Yeti in Montana.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But also, I'm sorry, forget about the rest of the group.
Yeah,
E-Deuce. I mean, well, excuse me now. Maverick now. He's our concierge now. Underneath those guys is of course the Big Mike. He lives in Connecticut. Shar, the first lady of the party, she lives in Chicago, Illinois. He lives up here in Boston. So does Maverick. So does Dukes. Who else am I missing? Uncle Fast is up here too, and everyone else past wise. A couple of them came from Florida. I don't know what the hell the monkey with the 8 came from, to really be honest with you. I forgot about him. Byron,
you've got to say the story. You got to tell the story now.
Because it sounds like a story. It sounds like a story I probably can't tell.
Okay, all right. No, but no, fuck that nigga. Anyway, no, but we're basically structured like the mob. So basically, Big Mike and all of them are capos. Anyone else that's underneath them, or like the soldiers, or the newest people of the group. Which now is great. Shout out to Race is Great as well, our newest member to the OTTR family. So we have our second female in the group now.
Who is? Are we the other family? We're like the other mob family.
It Rich? Yeah. So we're down. We're in one of the other boroughs.
Yeah, you guys are one of the other boroughs.
But Race is Great, I think, was on the show with me last week, and she was very nice. But she wasn't putting up with anything either. If I said something, she was getting right up on me too. Mm-hmm. She was another one that Cyb3rY3ti was hiding behind.
Yep, the blue hair pirate, as she wants to be called.
Hey, you know what?
Give you that crooked look.
I'm giving you crooked looks all day. Hey, you know what? I wasn't hiding behind her at all. No,
but then,
sir.
Before that, we have other people who outside the podcast who does support us. They are our associates. They are affiliates. So that can span the family. That can span the other friends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just a rock out support. That's how our mob is structured.
I showed up to the show to UFO in my shirt, thinking I was cool, wearing my podcast shirt, and I looked, and you motherfuckers had a row of people in your podcast shirt. I had to the point where I had to go up to you and be like, "Who are you guys?"
Well, let's be honest, JP. Let's be honest. You're about as big as a row.
This is true.
Yes,
but should we tell them about our other affiliate that lives in London?
London? Oh yeah, I mean that's Ben with Wrestling News Source. Wrestling News Source is the one that puts us on, and I'm trying to bring everyone over there I can. It's just right now yeah, Bobby D, you had your shirt on. You were representing me. I appreciated that, you and Tommy. That meant the world to me. What's up, Tommy Flynn? I see you out there, man.
And
Tommy,
we completely understand how hard it is to try to keep a schedule with someone who's overseas, especially in the UK. Because man, oh my God, I'm so glad that one fell through because he was driving me up a damn wall.
Well, it's
I swear, like a little puppy.
Period.
Like a little puppy. Oh my God.
That motherfucker was a lame ass motherfucker, bro.
He was trying to get clout.
Like, yo, after I exposed his ass for the little comments that he left on the YouTube page and shit like that, and then I called him out on it, he blocked me. And I was like, bro, that sounds like what bitches do. So I took it to Twitter and I added him. I'm like, so why are you running for what you're saying to me here? Doesn't sound professional to me, sir. Call him out and didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, we've had to deal with the similar situation with the co-host in the US, unfortunately, where several times I almost bought a plane ticket to Florida to
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about.
I joke with you about smacking the taste out of your mouth, but I literally one day had JetBlue open, and I was booking a round trip flight just there and back. I needed about 5 minutes in Florida. Because someone that just ran his mouth and thought he was better than us and thought he has a pretty big Twitter following. But he thought that was everything, and it wasn't anything because it's all fake followers.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even say his name, but I love the fact that like Blackheart is legit, like I say, one of the nicest people in podcasting that I've met. And you guys go out of your way. This is the second time you guys have gone out of your way to bring up that UK guy just because you know what triggers him.
Fuck him, man. Like I can't. I hope and pray that I hope and pray that he either responds or he try to reach back out me again. And it took you this long to come back, crawling on your knees like a bitch. I'd be like, nah, get away from me.
Tommy, no. I'm sending you a figure out Friday, by the way, buddy. I see you out there. I'm sending you a figure out Friday. I get paid Friday, so
no. Here's the thing, Jay. This dude, he was so freaking desperate to get us on his podcast like every night. Like every night that there was a wrestling show on, message us right after. Hey, Keon, jump into an episode so we can do. I was like, dude, I'm trying to fucking go to sleep, man. Leave me alone.
Bobby, I hope she's all right, man. We'll be praying for her.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's it's selfish people, man, that don't realize it's gonna be a two-way street. And
exactly.
It'll be more than 2 ways.
And then he wants to go that. And then he wants to gloat about the fact that we're at like 160 something subscribers compared to what his 1.6. I'm like, you could have bought those subscribers,
Right. Then that's the thing.
You could have definitely thrown some money to have some fake accounts, subscribe to your shit too. You're saying to grow up the views. Come on now. Like, I ain't stupid. Like, I'd rather have my shit to be at the 160 something mark within the first year of this YouTube channel that like we actually started and grow naturally over time within years. So when the years coming, we would get that plaque, and then I'd be like, "Where's your plaque, at, bitch?"
When I met you guys, I think you guys were pretty new, right? Like,
I would say so.
And I had said, like, "Oh man, I've been doing this for a little while. Like, let me do this and let's help you out." And you were like, "No, I'll help you out too." Like that's how you operate, and that's
how it should operate.
But I see a young podcast, like, and I could tell I got along with you guys. Like we vibed the second we met. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just cool.
And
so
you know what's funny? We said the same thing too. Like right after you left, I'm like, we're gonna be working with them. Like just watch. Like we're gonna work with them.
And y'all were sneakerheads on top of it. I could tell Maverick was a sneakerhead. I like that.
There's just a lot of things you can branch off from with the members of our podcast. I mean, for example, with Maverick, he's a sneakerhead and y'all like that. Yeah, hey, I work with outside of here. I have my work, where I work with special needs.
Uncle Fast, he's a drummer.
Yeah, that was cool. I would not have guessed that in a million years.
He's really good, actually. I was really impressed when I watched one of his lives. He was really good.
And Will does sneakers too. Will does other art stuff as well. He's a carpenter as well. You know what I'm saying? Like different people in here is like got so many different skills. Yeah. Like Big Mike. I think he got his master's degree the other day, right?
Yes, Cyber? both cool. Me and him wrapped up at the same time.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It's like it's like each person has something that they bring to the table here, and that's what makes this thing work because we all feed each other ideas. So what works, what works, what doesn't work, what may sound good, what idea may be like a little tweaking up to do to try to get it to where we can see it as like there's nothing else that we can do because this is the way that we want it, the structure, and everything else runs like clockwork.
Thinking we got to put on our own charity show.
We could.
Yeah. It's definitely a possibility.
I'm thinking we got to do that.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Either do one up here, get your ass up here, do one down there, we all go there.
Yeah, we can make it work some way, somehow. Like I said, just give me let's plan it out. Let's come up with a time. I'll make it work, find a way to get up there.
Yeah, something like that. I would reach back out to Clown Shoes again. I'm not talking about Uncle Fat's Shoemaker. I'm talking about clown. I'm talking about Clown Shoes Bears.
Uncle Fax is gonna get after.
Oh man, now he's gonna want some of this now too. Now
No,
you just
no, but
extended
I'm
this thing.
talking-
He's doing his thing out.
Like one gets done and he just pulls in another. Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the big guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be. Listen, man, I'll pray for y'all too. I'll be like, good luck.
yeah.
Now am I stopping this? I'm like, yo, only way I can stop him is if I can calm him down. 'Cause if I can't do it,
Them two
I'm
running
walking
into
away
each
from
other.
this. I'm out with this. I'm out
them
with
running
this.
into each other is going to be more catastrophic than Thanos' snap.
Oh my.
Oh dear God.
Thanos with the whole fucking glove in his hand.
That's Heavy Yeti. Heavy Yeti kept saying he was going to snap and make you disappear last week, Joe, like Thanos. That was one of the things.
No, he was talking about his penis. He snapped and it went away.
Oh, so Big Joe.
So you're shifting the beef from Cyber to Uncle Fast now, are you?
No, he's going back and forth now.
I'm warning you, please don't do
I think
that.
I was the only one that said
The
anything
big
about
fella, no.
I haven't met Fast.
Because he would make time. Because he would make time. He would make time to.
I haven't met him yet.
He's always
okay.
Then
Someone over there in Shady Pines, I hope you're watching because Big Joe over here needs his pudding. He needs to take his nighttime medication and double check his prescription for Viagra since he's talking about penises too. So somebody needs to calm down.
Yo,
I swapped all my red time to be here.
Joe's Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5.
From who?
Joe's Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5.
It's funny. Oh my God.
No, I know who Trevor was. I think the actor that played him, Stephen O.
In the latest GTA game.
Yeah, well, the guy that played Dick Trevor was Stephen Ogg, and I know him.
And you are that crazy motherfucker.
Joe's worked a lot with the conventions. Like he'll tour at the conventions and do security for them. So like Walker Stalker-Con and. Yeah, I think that's one you don't say anymore, but I can say it.
Yeah, that one we traveled to walk with dead people.
So he's met a lot of those guys that do that type of thing.
A lot of the Arrowverse, a lot of the voice actors that work with Pinky in the Brain.
Oh, stuff all the nerds like. So you guys probably know them all.
No, nerds, not losers.
Loser.
I was getting ready to say.
Bobby Yeti.
What's
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed because you didn't come at anything tonight.
You know, I didn't come hard either, though, so it's even.
We kind of both didn't, and I'll admit that was below par for me. I'm sure I'm going to hear from Blackheart.
I think it was just me and Joe just going at it tonight. I think it was just me and you and me and Jay just going at it.
There's a lot of jabs thrown out there with no targets.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So which means we didn't hit you just like you didn't hit us. So we just wasted away this boxing round.
Yeah. No, let's be honest.
Go back to your corners. Go back to your corners. The bell's rung. Bell's rung. Oh.
Any one of the jabs any one of us threw out could have been turned around and said right back to us.
I think this was sort of like the Island Boys. The Island Boys just the Island Boys try to stand up to someone on Jake Paul's one of Jake Paul's guys on Jake Paul's podcast.
Losers? Are you serious?
Yeah,
we been saying talk about these guys.
So they try to get them on. They try to stand up to one of the...
tell me. Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that.
I'm an island boy. But they try to stand up to one of the guys on Jake Paul's podcast. Like, not Jake Paul, obviously. Like, one of his little guys. And the guy, his guys aren't big. And they were like, yo, we dug it. And Jake Paul kind of stood up. And you just saw them back right the fuck down.
They're like, oh, I don't want nothing with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was fun. Because those guys, I love those dudes. I absolutely love those dudes.
Ain't they rats?
They were squeezed out the pimple of a homeless rat.
I thought one of them was.
So
the way their hair looks, yeah.
They are. But it's not good. It's like bad reggaeton.
Oh God.
It's horrendous.
Yeah, you can't
they rap?
It's like it sounds like two cats fucking.
I'm an island boy. And then they say something about the sun. And like, I listen to rap. I listen to hip hop. I listen to metal. Like, if I don't understand the lyrics, you're saying them wrong. Like, like they're saying them wrong.
Oh man.
And they're white. They say they're Cuban, but they're as white as I am.
They're almost freaking albino or clear or something.
I thought they were Italian, to really be honest with you.
What island are they from? Fucking Rhode Island?
I thought it was from Staten Island. That's what I was saying. Like Staten Island, is your hybrid?
Yeah, Long Island, maybe.
Damn. I thought Ronnie from what's that show? Jersey Shore came from up there.
Somebody asked them how they did their hair, and they said it's sewing needles in there. That's how they keep their hair up. There's sewing needles in their hair, and then it gets braided around the sewing needles.
That's gross.
That is the dumbest shit ever. What the hell?
You know, I don't wish death on anybody, but sometimes people just need to get hurt really bad. You know, like stubby toe on the coffee table really bad.
They
or step on a Lego.
Yeah,
they accidentally
run them over with a car.
Listen, they accidentally caught a viral moment, and they cashed in on their viral moment. I hope to God they put some money away and they didn't spend it all on those grills.
No, they blew
that money. They blew.
I don't think they have any good financial advisors.
Nope.
You know, that's because they made some cash.
Yeah, right.
And
they had to have. Yeah,
right.
Somebody
YouTube video that they put out, they're making money off it.
Somebody just quit their job by having the Island Boys do a cameo to their boss, and that just went viral.
Oh God, that's
that's funny.
And how much do you think they paid for that damn cameo?
5,000.
No, I can't imagine they're getting more than 50.
2,500 each because you having twins on it.
I can't imagine they're getting more than $50.
Looking now.
No,
I'm looking right now too.
No way. They're not gonna lowball themselves for $50.
They know they're not. They know
maybe like 500 a piece, or maybe like 1,000. That'd be my lowest bid.
Because you can get some. You can get
$200.
$299.
$299.99.
You can get some
$300.
200.
You can get some good celebrities on there on Cameo for pretty cheap.
But if you're going to use it for business, you're going to have to be paying over $600.
Mm-hmm.
That's
horrendous.
Listen, that was AJ Francis. Listen, that was AJ Francis, top dollar from Hit Row. And I DM'd them asking them to see what was going to come on the pod, right? He said $1,000 for 30 minutes.
AJ Hit Row said that to you?
Yes.
I've had people ask for money. We haven't paid anybody yet. Because we don't make a ton of money off of this.
But I'll pay for the right person.
But $1,000, like, are you going to be the first podcast he does?
$1,000, you better suck me off underneath the table.
That's what I was about to say, man. Because $1,000 for 30 minutes, no.
Yeah,
you better be doing a hell of a lot more than that.
Island Boys.
I laughed at that response.
He better share it every day for a month.
The Island Boys, $200, right? Bret Hitman Hart, arguably one of the greatest wrestlers ever. $159. You know, come on,
man.
Mick Foley, $159.
Guys, we've run a little over an hour. I want to say thank you. Off the Top Ropes podcast, guys. They're going to tell you where they can find them. They're going to tell you where you can buy their merchandise, and their merchandise is really fucking nice. I know they got a couple of stores out there, and Cyb3rY3ti doing his thing down in Texas. Keep an eye out, guys. Wrestling Autism or some charity similar to that will be coming back.
Well, Wrestling Autism will be making a comeback.
Yes, I definitely am on board with that. Let's do it.
So, and that'll be it. You know, like you've heard us talk trash. You guys seen us talk trash on Twitter. That's all about getting views, guys. It's all about having fun and just doing some cool little promo stuff out there. So, and it's about me and Joe honestly getting better at Twitter because we're not good at Twitter.
I suck.
No. Hey, actually, I'll give you credit. Y'all were actually good with it this week and the last week. So I give you props on that. going back and forth very quickly. So
I'm not very technical savvy.
No, that's the thing. It's like if I get a chance to look, I'll respond right away. But I work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, and I'm not too fond of Twitter myself
so.
anyway, but we just need one just because for the pod, you know what I'm saying, to have a network, you know what I mean? So,
right.
You know, for me, being on that platform compared to the other platforms, it's like, nah.
If you guys really want to follow me and Joe, like if you follow on MySpace, MySpace is lit and it's always going off.
Oh, yeah. We crack
MySpace? Wow. That was high school. Wow.
You guys...
I may don't even know my own password to that damn.
You guys would not. Blackheart, you'd be in my top 8 right now, man. Cyb3rY3ti, I don't even know if I'd accept your friend request.
Oh,
hey,
shit!
Oh. Hey, you know what? I'm in a lot more people's top 8 than what you are, so it's all right. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I've been insulted by way better.
Yeah, but I'm in more females' top 8.
I already got one female already. Well, technically 2 because my little one, but I already got.
Yeah, you married. You married.
So you're just screwed in the house. You get no saying anything.
No, that's not entirely well.
And you got a kid, so that means you gave her your top 4.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Yeah, I go right to the gutter humor.
Yeah, that.
But guys, like people know where they can find us. 3 Irish boys, Big Joe TIW, JP TIW on Twitter, Facebook JP Griffin, whatever. Follow us, like us, comment wherever you're watching this. If you guys want to interact with us live, we usually with Thursdays. We're going to switch to Tuesdays after the first of the year. But you can interact with us live, commenting on our YouTube, Facebook, wherever. We see it all. We'll put you on the screen. We appreciate that and appreciate all of you guys. But Blackheart, Cyb3rY3ti, this is all about you now, that guys. And Joe, you'll finish off the way you normally do.
Yep, with my mom.
Boss Dawn, Blackheart, Underboard, Cyb3rY3ti. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Anchor. You can find us on Google Podcasts, Breaker Podcasts, Radio Public Podcasts, Spotify, Podbeam, Stitcher, Pocket Cast,
wherever podcasts can be found.
There's too many platforms that we nailed. There's so many more that we can try to get our hands on, including Apple Podcasts. Let us in, goddammit. Anyway, yeah, you can find the merchandise at bonfire.com/store/off-the-top-roast-podcast and our secondary store at teesprings.com. So you go in there, hit the little search bar, Off the Top Roast Podcast, and all stuff will pop up. And Deco Slides too, DECO slides.com for our limited edition custom slides that we have. Yeah, 3 colors that's available. I don't know what more we need to say. We're still on season's break. Season 5 coming back January 2022.
Do the slides come in size 19 for Big Fax, Uncle Fax?
I want to say yes, but I can't guarantee it.
He can stitch 2 size. He can stitch 2 size 10s together. So
he's a
that
16.
could work.
He's a 16. I've never 19. Like no, he's a 16.
He told me he was a well. When I said I was a 15, he said he was a 19. That might have been to exaggerate to take
you were never exaggerating that because I'm like man, you were 16, bro. Because I'm a 13 my damn self.
Yeah, I've never met anyone with a bigger foot than myself outside of professional athletes. So
I'm an 8.5.
And Cyb3rY3ti.
All right, guys. Well,
first of all, my friend Cyb3rY3ti, Joe's friend Cyb3rY3ti. So guys,
our underball Cyb3rY3ti.
This is the Underball Cyb3rY3ti. First off, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Irish Whip Podcast, thank you so much for having us on, and we do appreciate you. Even though we talk a lot of shit to each other, it's still all in family and all in fun. So you can hit me on all social medias at Cyb3rY3ti, except on YouTube. It's Cyb3rY3ti 2016. Asshole who got the regular Cyb3rY3ti, you can kiss my ass. And also, Big Joe,
yes, sir.
You better be ready for your package. It'll be coming soon. I promise it won't be anything too embarrassing.
I love that you could see the wood burning in Joe's head, and then he went, That's why you asked for my address.
You just saw that click and you were like,
Clicked. I was like, you motherfucker.
But guys, all love, all respect. But we'll probably wind up talking shit to each other again because we're all just a bunch of assholes, friendly assholes. But again, thank you guys. We appreciate you, and thank you to your community. We appreciate them too.
Always. And
follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Off the Top Roast Podcast as well.
on
Thank
behalf
you,
of the Irish Whip and our friends Off the Top Rope Podcast, see you next Thursday.